Hey guys, this is Mike. Some of you have worked in electrical panels before, some of you have not even ever touched one at all. So that's kind of what I'm going to make this video for. There are proper and improper ways of labeling and terminating wires, stripping wires. So this video is just going to be real short. I'm going to show you the proper way to do it, the proper length to strip the wire, how to orient the wire number on the conductor itself, and how to properly terminate it. And the whole idea is, number one, you want to make it functional. You want it to work properly. But there's also an element of craftsmanship behind all of this. So you really want to, be as neat and as tidy and make it look as professional as you possibly can. And I'm going to show you how to lace it to the wire ways. That's not any real big deal, but also snapping the covers on, things like that. Things that make a big difference that could separate you from the rest of the herd when it comes to wiring a panel. Panel building is an art form, and guys that do that for a living take great pride in it. But even as a technician out on the field, or in the field, you need to have that same amount of pride in your work, and also it look professional and kind of be representative of the kind of work that you do. So with that being said, I'm going to kind of step in front of the camera and kind of hope that everything kind of shows up right. But the first thing we're going to do, I've got just a conductor coming out of my fuse block, and I'm going to kind of roll up here and then take the conductor here. Okay, now I'm connected to my fuse block here, and on this one you don't have to really lace it in or out of the wireway very much, but we can do that for this, just for this exercise. Just a short piece of wire here. Typically when you strip the wire, you want, number one, I can't emphasize this enough, you want to get a good pair of strippers. Don't scrimp on these, okay, because number one, the cheap ones, you find some of them that have terminal ends on them that you have to crimp on them, and you can crimp with them. Get a professional grade. I know G&B makes a really good pair, and Klein makes some outstanding electrical tools. But make sure you get one, and then when you go, we're working with number 16 gauge wire, so get about a quarter to about 3/8 or so, somewhere like that, and get it in the right size. Just give it a little pinch, and every now and then you'll kind of have to twist the back side of the wire to get the insulation to kind of break off here. Sometimes it's a little more difficult than others, but it should break off, and you should have a conductor. And give it a little twist also, okay, because nothing's worse than when you try to go to put it into the terminal point for the coil or a switch or something. It'll fray on you, and that will also can sometimes lead to any frayed conductor is going to have electricity on it, so it could get in the wrong spot. Okay, so you can see how long I've stripped it there. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a book of these wire numbers. Okay, and they've got all kinds of numbers in here, and I'm just going to grab one. I'm not particularly worried about the right number at this point, but I'm going to just grab a 4. Now on these here, these are expensive books, by the way, of these vinyl lettering and number characters. So typically you only have to use half of a line here. Okay, so if you take it right here and just kind of hold your thumb down on the lower half and give it a pull, then you've pulled off half of it. It's perforated, so it should come off relatively easy. And then drop back just a little ways. You want to make sure that you get close enough. I've seen somewhere they've been like a foot away from the termination point. You have to track the wire down just to see what wire number you're dealing with. But roll that around real nice, okay? And if you have your numbers, the bottom of your numbers on the left-hand side, for example, keep them consistent. Keep them consistent going throughout there, okay? Because some people, I've seen them, they put a 4, like this might be a number 4 here, and the next wire be a number 5. It's completely oriented differently. It just reads better, flows better. It's not an NEC code thing, or anything like that. It's just an opportunity to make your work look really good. And then when you go inside, just make sure that your screw is backed up nice on your termination point here, okay? And then just tighten it down like this, and try to tighten it down to where the conductor number, wire number, is being able to see, seen right up front when you walk up to it. You don't want to have to twist the wire number around just to be able to read it. Okay, so and then just give a little tug there. You want to make sure it's nice and snug, And then these wireways have these tops on them that you need to replace, and makes it look a lot more professional as well. We've got one right here, let's see. And these just kind of snap on. You can kind of hook them on the bottom here, just roll them up, and then kind of you feel it snap in place. Not a nice, clean, professional look. It's got the one going through here, down here, and it's going to all be hidden, and it's just going to pop out. That's all you're going to see, and that makes for a really nice, professional, clean look. So as you're working on this project, try to keep this in mind in the method, and using this method here, and it'll come out a lot cleaner, a lot sharper looking, a more professional look, and a little pride in your work. But that's how you properly strip back the insulation as well. Make sure you twist them, and so that all of the conductors get up under the screw terminal, and you don't have some strays out there, because the strays are going to be hot once they're energized. But this little video, like I said, not everybody has had the opportunity to work in a panel or pull some wire and things like that. But I hope it's helped, and I hope it will help you when you work on the project. So if you got any questions, come give me a shout, and we will go over anything you need to talk about.